Okay guys, today we're gonna find out who the best three-point shooter is on the Dallas Mavericks.
The rules are simple. As part of my tournament to find the best shooter in the league according to 2K Science, I'll be having the top 6 shooters from each team according to 2K 3-point ratings compete to take the top spot. The winner from each team and the next 6 best scores moves on to take on the rest of the league in a final showdown for the ultimate crown. So now let's meet the contestants for today's competition.
And today we have Dorian Finney-Smith, Jalen Brunson, Maxi Kleber, Tim Hardaway Jr., JJ Redick, and LUKA Doncic. Who do you think is going to be the best three-point shooter on the Dallas Mavericks? Let me know in the comments below. Personally, I'm going to pick JJ Redick. I know he's probably the best shooter, obviously, because he specializes in three-point shooting, but maybe you're going to pick LUKA Doncic, and I just want to be different. So I think JJ is going to be the different pick, so I'm going to pick him. Plus, he has a great podcast, and he's hilarious. Let's go find out who's going to be the three-point shooter champion today. Alright, we got a Dallas Mavericks. We expected a great video today because I think a couple of these shooters actually could qualify for the next round. So, hopefully we get to see some exciting things because lately we haven't been seeing much excitement in this three-point contest. So first up, we have Dorian Finney-Smith, who's going to be shooting 25 shots. How many money balls is that? That's 9 money balls. Starts off with 5 right off the bat. And first off, he misses the first, gets the second one. Third one's on the way, it's good. Fourth is no good. And the fifth one is good. So 3 of 5, not a bad start. I think he should feel pretty good about that as he gets into this next rack. As he gets into the next rack though, I guess I was wrong because he just feels like missing all the regular balls. But he puts in the money ball. And sometimes just making that last shot gives you some momentum into the next rack. And as we see here, apparently it doesn't give you any momentum. What it does though is showing us that he likes the colored balls. They have a different feel to it versus the regular balls. As you can see, he just misses all the regular balls and makes the money balls. But now he's starting to change that, and he's starting to do a little bit of everything now. Just missing everything is what I'm talking about. Jeez. Anyways, before we get to the end of this, I want to say that Dorian Finney-Smith is the 6th best shooter on the team, so this is sort of to be expected. 11 points. We won't be seeing him in the next round, most likely. If we do, then we had an abysmal showing by the rest of the individuals. Next up is Jalen Brunson. Fun fact, when I was looking up his information, I don't know, back when I was doing fantasy basketball, I noticed that Jalen Brunson actually went to Villanova and was a pretty decent college player, which is crazy because you find out about these NBA players and you're like, oh man, this guy did this guy did this, and you're like, what did he do in college? And you go, lo and behold, you find out some of these guys were actually really good in college. Obviously, you know the main individuals who are the top draft picks, but you don't really know much about the lower individuals. And so this Jalen Brunson, he played good. Now, as you see here, he's actually shooting really well in this competition. 15 is nice showing. He has a glitchy shot, let's be honest here, and he's left-handed, which I didn't know. But 19 after, man, that's good. What's he shoot on the team? That's crazy. On this list, he's 5th best on the team in terms of three-point ranking on NBA2K, but 21 is really good. For the 5th best shooter, I would take that. That team should be going places. Next up, we have Maxi Kleber. Now this guy is also a pretty decent three-point shooter. On the rank, surprise, surprise, he's actually ranked as the best shooter on the team. I actually wouldn't have guessed. Had no idea. Do you see what's going on here? Oh dude, the NBA 2K is glitching this guy out. First of all, notice the release, it's good, but he goes backwards, he fades away. He's ending up 30 feet away. He runs around the rack. As you saw in the first rack, he ran out of bounds. He's starting to look at, he's gonna be shooting at half court. This is not fair. You're the best shooter, but because he's so far away, he has to run so much further to the next rack. This is not a good look. He might qualify, but I don't see him being the winner because they're making him shoot. Look at this. Okay, check this out. It's gonna be hilarious. He's the best shooter on the team. He has a good release. I like how it looks, but he's gonna be sitting out. Look, he's out of bounds. He's literally out of bounds. He made it out of bounds. This is a 17. Good score. NBA 2K, what is this? Why are you making people fade away and then shoot the remaining shots further away from the hoop? Next up, we have Tim Hardaway Jr. His dad wasn't a good three-point shooter. He's good at crossing over people. If you don't know who he is, look it up in YouTube highlights. Maybe you won't see it. But his dad was really a good basketball player. So don't get it twisted. Hardaway Jr. is a decent basketball player. Can shoot threes really well. And that's basically all I know of him to be. He shoots really well. As you can see here, he shoots really well. His dad was more of a crossover mid-range. Think Russell Westbrook, but not as flashy in terms of dunks. Now, as we go here, looks like we got a really good showing starting off. 13, that's going to get you somewhere. Right now, these scores are pretty good. Other than the first score of 11, the remaining scores, 17 and above, pretty good. I wonder who's going to get eliminated. With that being said, Doncic has a pretty tough time because these scores, 17 is the score, 18, 17 is the score to get to the next round, 21, 221s to 17. I think Doncic and Redick, oh man, two really good shooters are up still. All right, Redick is the second best shooter on the team. Take it back to Hardaway, he was the fourth best shooter on the team, and he got 21. So your fifth best shooter got 21. Your fourth best shooter got 21. Kleber, the best shooter, got 17, only because he was getting pushed back all the way to the outer bounds, so that's just not fair. And Redick is your second best shooter on the team, and my pick. And honestly, I expect him to do really well. He's a designated three-point shooter. This is what he does, and he has 4. Am I gonna see my pick? Is Redick not gonna make it? That would be blasphemous. Where's Stephen A to yell, that would be blasphemous, this can't happen. Oh, come on. Seriously? This is really how this is gonna go? Redick is not gonna make it? 9 times out of 10, Redick would make it to the finals. In fact, 9 times out of 10, Redick would win this whole competition. The fact that he's struggling, I mean, he can get 21 still, but he needs to get 17. Dude, make 17. He didn't even shoot fast. Oh my god. I'm flustered right now. He didn't make it to the next round. He didn't even get all the shots off. I'm so disappointed. Disappointed! Alright, as my disappointment wanes, Doncic is up. He's obviously the third best shooter on the team because that's the only number I didn't say yet. And he shoots pretty quick, so he'll get all the shots off, unlike Redick. If you guys picked Redick, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I picked him too. If you guys pick Doncic, you have a chance. He looks like he's getting shots up. It really depends on this rack right here. If Doncic makes 3 or 4 or 5 here, he's going to qualify. If he misses and only makes 2 or 1, then it's over. And he made 1. It's over. Sorry, any Doncic fans. I mean, he still can qualify if he makes the rest, but I don't see it happening, so that's it. This is the last time you're going to see Luka. I mean, perfect rack here, and you do get to see a shoot off. No perfect rack, as you saw right there. So unfortunately, we don't get to talk about Luka Doncic. Honestly, he is a great player. He's been playing really well lately, especially this year. Unfortunately, the team is surrounded only to have him shoot everything, so it gets pretty tough. But with that being said, this is what we have. We have 221 to 17, and that's it. So, who is the best shooter on the Dallas Mavericks? I know if 90% of you actually commented, which I'm sure no one will, but if you actually did, none of us got it right, because none of these guys would have been people we pick. Anyways, Kleber's up first. He starts with the Moneyball rack. The best shooter, oh my god. It's so frustrating watching the best shooter on the team get pushed further and further and further and further away. I mean, he makes them still, but what are they doing? 2K, seriously? I wonder what it's like if I actually controlled him and was playing and shooting. Would it force me to fade away? I don't know. I'd be mad. Think about it. If you were a three-point shooting contest individual and you faded away and slowly your shot went from 25 feet, 26 feet, and you ended up shooting like 30 footers. How fair is that? Unfortunately, I don't think he's out of bounds. 15 out of bounds, that's pretty good, let's be honest. Like to shoot, yeah, you made it. Low battery, nah, we don't care. Next up, Jalen Brunson, first round, he had 21. Let's put it this way, 15's not gonna make it, but if he is the best shooter, so if the other two don't pass 15, Kleber will make it on as the only individual. But if Brunson does what he did earlier and Hardaway Jr. does what he did earlier, 2 people at 21, both of them will qualify. No doubt. But right now, Brunson's doing, wow, amazing things. This is a great score right now. Let's see. Let's hope he doesn't mess up this money ball rack as he messes up this money ball rack. Dude, did you just miss them all? You just missed them all. After doing so well, 10 in the first 2 racks, you missed 5 money ball shots. This is disappointing. 13, the best score he can get is 19. That's still good. I mean, let's see it. Let's see what happens. Let's just stay quiet and hope that okay, 16. So, unfortunately, he might be the best shooter on the team if he makes it. If Hardaway Jr. doesn't pass 16, Brunson moves on. But we're not getting 2 out of the Mavericks, unfortunately. I thought we would. We're only going to get 1. So, the question is, who is that 1? Is it Hardaway, the guy who's shooting right now? Is it Brunson with 16? That's it. Clyburn is eliminated, unfortunately. The best shooter on the team, no longer in contention. So Hardaway starting off pretty well, similar to Brunson. Hardaway started with 8, Brunson with 10. The difference, Brunson missed every single one of these shots, and he put his money ball rack there. If he knew that was his weakness, why'd he put it there? Hardaway, on the other hand, is making 4 or 5 from there. 13, pretty good score. This is the money to make or break. Do you guys just, okay, I was going to say, do you guys hate money balls? You're just missing them. Anyways, it looks like Hardaway has qualified 19. Okay, look at that. Let's see a good score here. Like a really good score. Put some numbers up there. Come on, shoot the ball. 21, 22, 23, 23. I give you a few claps, golf claps. 23. Tim Hardaway Jr., you are the best shooter on the Dallas Mavericks. Not Brunson, not Clyburn, not Doncic, Redick. It's Tim Hardaway Jr. Good job. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and remember, Tim Hardaway Jr. doesn't feel like celebrating. He had a great score. Sometimes they bow, sometimes they cheer. Apparently he just sits there. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. You move on, we'll see who's next. Peace.
It's alright.